welcome to the best damn movie podcast on the internet. Oh, I know that's far from true. My name's Ryan Talmadge. That's Davis Crocker. Today, special episode. Davis finally saw Scott Pilgrim the movie.
That's right.
We just finished up the comic book.
Yes.
I told you this was one of my top 10 favorite movies ever.
Yeah.
Favorite. So be prepared to not disappoint me.
Well, I'm gonna have to disappoint you off the bat. Definitely wasn't a top 10. I will definitely put it up there with some like funny, stupid movie. But I would definitely say if I hadn't read Scott Pilgrim, I would be very wow, that was dumb. Why'd I watch it? If we hadn't just finished up the comic and knew what to expect, knew what we were going for, I think I would have been like, wow, that wasn't what I expected. But watching it and reading the comic, it's funny, man. It is good. Definitely not a top 10 though for me.
Well, I'm gonna murder Davis.
Yeah,
so.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No. That's weird because I saw the movie first and was like, "That's fucking awesome! I can't believe it's a comic book. I have to go read that."
Yeah. Now, how old were you when you watched it for the first time, though?
I was in high school.
Okay.
It came out in 2010.
Right. And I'm now 27 watching it for the first time. So I can imagine.
Still love it.
I still laughed. It's still good. And I will sure if it's on, I'll probably just leave it on. But I don't know if I'll go search for it.
Well, no, because apparently the only place it's streaming right now is Stars. We had to rent it on
we had to rent
Amazon
it on
Prime.
Amazon for some reason that it.
I don't know. But
It's Universal.
They not have an app?
I think they stream all their shit through Stars.
That's
I
fucking
think
dumb.
Stars is kind of like HBO has Warner Brothers. I think they kind of pulled that weird streaming application.
I thought someone had all the Jurassic Park movies.
Oh yeah, Peacock.
Yeah,
That's
isn't that
NBC.
Universal?
Yeah, it's NBC. Yeah, NBC's Universal, isn't it?
Yeah.
But what is Jurassic Park running under? Is it running under the Universal
I could
banner?
have sworn it was Universal.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't actually remember the opening trailer for what the movie corporation was.
I don't know. Now that I think about it. But yeah, no. Well, that just took the wind out of my sails.
No, man, don't let it take the wind out of your. I mean, it's
No,
still
I'm
good.
very mad at you.
Well, let me have it then.
I
just
personally, it's one of my favorite uses of music in a movie.
Now that I will give them that. That was well done.
They make so many jokes about them being bad, but
yeah,
you can't. It's not as good of a movie if they're actually bad at music.
Yeah, I made that comment when I was watching. It's like, I was actually expecting them to be horrible, to actually be horrible. And reading the comic, you just imagine what horrible music would sound like. And then you really got to tell when Scott was going up against the third ex-boyfriend, or third ex.
The song that Clash at Demon Head sang was called Black Sheep, which is an actual song by an actual band.
That was pretty good.
The sad part is that the Scott Pilgrim version with Brie Larson's kind of fucking better.
It sounded really good.
Yeah. When
he was going up against Todd with the bass solo, I was like, okay, now you can sit there and go, okay, yeah, Scott's doing good work. There's no chance in hell I could ever even be that good.
No. But
when Todd was going, you're like, oh, that's what good music in this universe, that's what good music is. And so you sit there and go, now I understand why they think their music's bad.
Yeah.
Which again, like you said, is first I was like, oh yeah, it needs to be bad music. But if it had been bad music, it would have just been cringy. It would have just been shit.
The Matthew Patel fight scene.
Oh, that was funny.
Your wife literally looked like she was going to punch me in the face.
Yeah, she just got up and left the room. She's like, all right, I'm going to let you folks have it.
I was I told you that part is bad.
But I do agree. If the music was bad, you would just sit there and go, wow, they really are taking shots.
No, that's that, the Clash at Demon Head part, and then the opening credits, and then the fight with the twins. The fight with the twins.
Yeah, where the dragon
and the monster fighting each other.
What was that, a Yeti or something?
Something like that.
That was cool.
Yeah.
I like that touch.
Yeah.
You were right. They definitely took a lot of liberties with the ending of the story.
Yeah, the ending, and after watching it so close to reading it,
yeah,
they did change a little bit more than I was saying in the past episodes. But like you can see, it was also just a lot of stuff left out of the movie.
There was a lot of stuff
like
left
the
out
whole
of the movie,
friend group aspect is nowhere in there.
But you also, which kind of messed up kind of the way they ran the ending with Gideon hiring the group that just left Scott. It's like, oh, record deal.
Yeah.
Young Neil immediately
There's
like,
a bigger.
where you gonna? Scott's like, where are you gonna find a base? Young Neil's just like
the guy who's been
slides in the
practicing
frame,
your
like,
part like the entire movie.
Which when at the end and Scott comes in and his band or X band's playing, it's like, oh yeah, man, do it, like let's go. And it's like there wasn't really a friendship on screen that they really cultivated to the fact like, oh yeah, we're gonna play this for your fight ballot, not because we're getting paid to do it.
But stuff like that. You don't get the old high school girlfriend at all. Or, well, I guess they weren't girlfriends. They were just friends.
Which one? Okay.
The one that her and Kim were
that
friends
was like
with.
4 and 5, right? Volumes 4. There was somewhere
4,
between
yeah.
there, right?
Because it was the same time Roxy was staying over at Ramona's house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it Roxy that he was?
No, Roxy was the one Ramona was with.
That's
Lisa,
right. That's right. And then so that wasn't
I think it was
Kim's
like either
house.
Lisa
that
or
wasn't
Linda.
Kim's house he went to?
In the movie or the show?
In the show.
No, the show he went to that.
In the comic when he went.
No, because remember it was that girl they went to high school with, and she was staying at her sister's house, and that was when Wallace was like, "You can't stay here."
Right.
And in the book, he went to it was either Linda or Lisa.
Okay.
He went to that apartment
and slept on the couch.
Yeah.
And then the girl was like, "Oh yeah, my roommate's boyfriend stole the couch," or
no, that's Kim in Volume 5.
That he sleeps on the couch.
Yeah. Linda was the blonde chick that they were friends with in high school.
Yep.
And when Wallace kicked him out, and it was the book where Scott finally moved in with Ramona. It was like Volume 4. Because remember, he was afraid that Ramona was going to get mad that he went and spent the night with her. Yes. And he walks up to tell her and just to confess. And Roxy's walking downstairs.
Yes. That's right. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I had to get back there.
Get nothing with her at all.
Yeah, completely got that out.
Envy, you only really... She plays a way bigger part in the books. Like,
oh, yeah. Like
she's just here for Gideon, the boyfriend battle.
Like just bringing Todd in.
Yeah.
She played no role in the finale. Did get a little bit more Gideon action in the finale of the movie.
Yeah, he seems more competent in the movie.
That I liked a bit.
Yeah.
Where in the comic they were like, wait, you've been literally having me followed for like 2 years now. And you didn't even realize Ramona was gone. It's like he just completely like lost that.
And in this, it's like, it goes from like a full year to like, it may have been like a week or two.
Like, yeah, we're talking about like maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Something I did notice in the movie that we didn't talk about with the comics, they set up this whole Ramona being able to travel through the highway, all that shit so much in like the first 2 volumes and the beginning of the movie, and then never used it again. I guess in the comic they did because that's what he jumped into her.
Yeah. Not to mention like that desert is where like when he died, that was where he was.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
It just seemed like at the beginning they just made a real big point about it and then just kind of just...
Well, I imagine once you're like dating and around someone so much, give them privacy and don't have travel through their mind.
Yeah, true. But, yeah. No, I did enjoy the movie. It was fun.
Go.
It was fun. It just...
Sounded like there was a butt coming.
Reading 6 volumes of a comic, and I know 6 volumes. I mean, that's what was 170 pages per.
not more. Yeah,
between 150 200 pages. You did get to delve a lot into the people, lot into everything, and then watching the movie, it's like, okay, all right, well, shit, all right, we're already past that.
Oh yeah,
we're already here. I kind of like in the story, like in the comic, I really liked the Roxy angle, like that whole part we're talking about with Leslie or Lisa, whichever one. How it's like, okay, that was growth. Knife Choice Dad, like that whole story, that whole arc was a great Scott's.
Yeah, Volume 4 was a very good
moving forward point, and in the movie, there's just like, too much filler. We got to move on.
Yeah, no,
and then he literally gets the love sword and his balls. I call it his ball sword.
Power of self-respect or something like that.
Literally fighting Gideon. Yeah. Love sword in his first fight, loses, dies, uses his power up, and then.
They used all of 2 hours before movies were allowed to go 2 hour plus.
Yeah. It was like, even on the bar, it was like 1 hour and 54 minutes total.
Yeah.
And it went to 150.
Yeah.
So that means like 4 minutes of credits, which is insane.
Yeah.
For only 4 minutes of post credits.
But no, now that we're talking about it, I used to think it was perfect as a movie. I would like to see this as like a show somewhere though.
That would be fun.
The bad part about it is like I don't think you can get an insane cast because some of these people played those characters so well.
We were sitting here talking. The second boyfriend, Chris Evans, was literally playing Captain America
during that time
during this movie.
Like this came out the same year as Avengers.
Yes, so he was literally being Captain America when this came out.
Yeah,
and there's no way you could get anything like that. The band leader's girlfriend.
Julie. Aubrey Plaza.
No way you can get somebody like that. She was playing Parks and Recs at that time. Just getting absolutely famous. Brie Larson, not a chance you can touch her.
Oh, you're not getting Brie Larson.
Of course, you're not getting these. You're not getting these characters back. But you're talking about Brie Larson probably wasn't in the middle of something. Maybe I don't remember what her career is.
Yeah.
But Scott's sister was about to do Pitch Perfect, if not had done Pitch Perfect.
Yeah.
She's done all
Anna Kendrick.
What was a dating movie? 3 women all get pregnant. They're different pregnancy stories.
No idea.
I know you don't know. It's just Bailey just watched it the other day, and my wife just watched it. And
great. I have to edit.
Sorry.
I know Anna Kendrick did put out there that she wants to play Squirrel Girl in the Marvel universe.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
What?
Because I don't know what Squirrel. Well, at the same time, I don't know what Squirrel Girl is.
You got big opinions on Squirrel Girl?
Well, no, it's just like from the little bit of things I've watched about Squirrel Girl, it's really more of like a kid. I don't know. It seems more. Seems goofy. Like the few things I've seen, but Anna Kendrick is goofy.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know who you would. Who would you even just straight? Who would you even cast as Scott to fit that role?
Nowadays?
Yeah,
no idea.
Like,
I don't know any of like the young people anymore, or young actors. It's like I stopped learning new people.
Yeah, I would imagine you would have to. At the time, I'm sure people didn't understand who these people were, and so it'd have to be one of those casts.
I used to think it was like a Wet Hot American Summer thing where like. The cast is loaded. They just hadn't hit yet.
That's what I'm.
And I guess before Captain America. I think this came out before Avengers, but the same year.
Yeah. And
I don't think people were like, no, that's my fucking Captain America until the Avengers.
True.
Because I don't know. I didn't really. I went and saw Iron Man. That shit was awesome.
Yeah.
And then I went and saw the Hulk movie that technically ties in, but was not.
But technically at the time didn't count.
Yeah, but was not that actor.
Right.
That was in the Avengers.
Right.
And then when I heard the Avengers were coming out, that's when I would see the Avengers is what made me start to I just want to watch a whole bunch of superhero shit.
Yeah.
And then when that ran out is when I was like, all right, let's go read comics. And so when I heard that there was going to be Avengers, I was like, what the fuck are the Avengers? Like, it's the Justice League of Marvel. And I was
we had to say, oh.
And they're like, oh, but they've got these 3 movies. And I was like, what movies? Like Iron Man,
Captain
America, and Thor. And I was like, I literally heard nothing about Captain America or Thor I was like, when the fuck did these movies come out?
And the only reason Iron Man was even a big hit is Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Like, I even knew Robert Downey Jr. living in Podunk, South Alabama. It's like...
No, my mom and stepdad were like, that's Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, my dad too. My dad,
we didn't think we'd ever see him in a fucking movie again.
Who cared nothing about superheroes. Yeah. He's like, oh shit, that's Robert Downey Jr. I used to watch him on TV. And I'm like,
yeah.
What do you mean you used to watch him? He's like, oh, he was huge.
Never that. But
he was huge in TV, like when he was younger, and then he got arrested and drug abuse, and he's like, oh, we thought he died. Yeah. I was just like, oh. And now, 12 years later, you're like, nope, he's the hottest topic in the world.
Yeah, so like you can't get any of those people anymore, but I have no idea who I would cast at all.
Oh, I know it's off topic, but Robert Downey Jr. is doing a documentary about his dad. How his dad, I think, helped him get out of his troubles and shit, and like how his dad helped him get back into acting, and then the strife they had together.
I know Favreau had a big part to play in that.
Yeah,
Favreau, who directed Iron Man, and is going on to Mandalorian and all this other great shit, it was legit like, no, there's only one person to play this, and it's Robert Downey Jr. Because literally Iron Man went through the same shit.
Yeah, which is cool, but
yeah, I don't know actors well enough anymore to.
I asked the question. I couldn't even answer it myself.
Especially TV actors, I have no fucking clue.
Especially for as dumb comedy as that is.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like
Tom Holland couldn't do Scott Pilgrim.
No, I also don't know who he'd play.
What do you mean?
Maybe Steven Stills. I don't know.
What?
Young Neil, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. It's like. See, I know all those people are like 22, 23 now.
Yeah.
But they all look like kids to me. So it's just like, I don't know.
Oh, no one we didn't forget,
no one in Hollywood, they try to like make like Billie Eilish or somebody, Ramona, and
like,
I mean, yeah, she's technically like an emo-ish girl. I don't know.
Todd, we forgot to mention, he was Superman.
Yeah, Todd was Superman.
He was Superman. I was like, oh well, wow, have the mighty have fallen.
Yeah.
Then he goes on to play Adam in the Arrowverse, and
what was that other apparently one? The fucking CW shows had a Kingdom Come where he got to come back as a Superman again.
Yeah, they had a I think it was like their third rendition on Infinite Crisis, like or what is it?
Is there Crisis? Like back when they used to do like yearly team up?
Yeah, events? But it was where pretty much all the multiverses crossed, and everybody became like Flash became the Arrow, Arrow became the Flash, Supergirl became Canary, and he got to go back as.
I jumped off that Superman. Bandwagon. I think the year or 2 years before Green Arrow finished up. So
I think I watched 2 seasons of the time traveling show where they where it was White Canary, or not White Canary, but Black Canary. No,
I couldn't make it through the second season of The Flash. I was like, y'all are literally doing the same shit.
Dude, you should have waited. You should have watched it as long as I did. It was literally a new speedster villain every year.
He has a better rogues gallery than that.
Yeah, I think they used, like, out of all his entirety rogues gallery, I think in one season you might have saw 4. And 2 of them they would use every year. Like, Reverse Flash literally had a hand in something every year. Yeah. And it's like, you've got, Reverse Flash is a big deal, but
arguably the third best rogues gallery in comics.
Batman
and Spider-Man are considered the 2.
Yeah, Spider-Man. Okay, yeah. Spider-Man literally has a group called the Sinister Six.
Yeah. God, you can't. I don't know who the fuck I'd cast out there right now. I'd be like Michael Cera, fucking the chick who played Ramona. I guess you could get. You don't watch fucking Stranger Things. No. The girl who plays Max, you could definitely get as Kim. I guess I'd go. I'd literally make it the Stranger Things cast. Yeah. I don't know.
I was about to say, but I don't know. It was good. I definitely. I'll keep it up there, but it's not.
I don't even know what are your like top 10 favorite movies.
Oh Jesus, man, that's a problem for another day.
Because you can't name 10 movies off the top of your head.
I can't name 10 movies off the top
Sounds
of my
like
head.
Scott Pilgrim is one of your top 10 favorite movies. You just don't have a lot of favorite movies.
Well, I know Shawshank's up there.
I have actually never seen Shawshank.
You've got to be fucking kidding.
No.
Well, see, all right. Shawshank for you is probably going to be like the way I feel about Scott right now. It's like, yeah, it's a good movie.
I know it's a big college bro movie.
College what?
Like college bros love Shawshank. That and what's the one with Daryl from The Walking Dead? With the Boston guys.
Boston guys.
Yeah, they're like in Boston. They're Irish. They start killing people who deserve it.
Didn't like that movie, but I know what you're talking about.
Boondock Saints.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I don't know why. I didn't. Shawshank. What is the movie? It's the guy that played Oh Brother Where Art Thou. Like that's definitely
George Clooney.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was thinking Clooney, and it got me to Oh Brother.
Okay.
Huh. Definitely gonna be some of the Marvel movies. Interesting. Huh. All right. That might be
So number 10. Number 10. Scott Pilgrim
I
vs. the
have to
World.
sit down and actually do a little list. But I mean, man, how can you say what your top 10 is? I mean, there's half the Marvel universe, Marvel movies. I'll put in the top. Like I'll rewatch every one of them. Most of them.
I think the only ones.
At least half of the ones that have come out, I would say I would stop if I was scrolling on TV and watch it.
Well, yeah, I would do that with Forrest Gump, but that's not my top 10 favorite movies.
Ooh, Gump. Parts of that movie are in my top 10, and parts of them are in my low 50. Like hate the movie.
What?
Forrest Gump.
Oh, no.
Like there's parts of that movie I absolutely love, and then other parts I'm just like, why did y'all even do this?
The Marvel universe is tricky just because like it all ties together.
Correct.
So it's like,
so do you count just
if I have to
Marvel
build
as one?
If I have to put it on a single movie basis, I think only like 3 or 4 in there. It's literally
Iron Man for sure.
Nah, I mean,
Really?
I mean, it's a good movie, but I think Infinity War, Endgame,
Yeah.
Spider-Man, the most recent one
No
with
Way
all the
Home.
Spider-Mans, yeah.
That was really
Civil War is definitely in there.
Black Panther. It was a good movie, but I don't know.
I don't know. And then probably Winter Soldier was a very good movie. And then on a good day, you could throw in Guardians of the Galaxy. But there are movies I like more than that.
I was about to say Guardians is a fun one if you just bored and need something to watch.
The first one.
Yeah. If you just need something, the second one they just should not have made. They got a Christmas.
I
not that they shouldn't have made it, but they got a Christmas. Something coming out.
And then out of my other top 10 is probably Everything Everywhere All at Once.
What the hell is that?
I told you about it. It was a it's how much you listen to my personal recommendations.
Yeah,
it came out this year. Also great. The Asian Family with all them. It's like the best multiverse movie ever made.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's 6. Django Unchained.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, you got Scott, so there's
Scott
7.
Pilgrim probably in there. Or it's definitely in there.
What? Oh. Okay.
I just don't know where it is in the order.
Right. Thought I had you there for a second.
After that.
See, it's hard to name just 10 top movies off the top of your head.
Well, now it's just like there's so many that could be literally 9 or 10. Fucking. I know there's like some football movies in there. It's either Remember the Titans, Invincible, or The Replacements. Yeah, it's one of those
Friday
3.
Night Lights.
Actually, that is
Varsity Blues.
No, Friday Night Lights is in the top 10. That's the best football movie ever. And then I don't know what 10's kind of floating right now.
Varsity Blues. You've seen Varsity Blues, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
it's not a top 10 movie. I mean, I like it.
No, I know. But just you talking about football movies, it's just like Varsity Blues.
Oh yeah.
Just that fucking movie.
I could have a top 10 football movies. I don't even know if I can name 10
football movies. I was about to say,
fuck. Okay, here we go.
No,
Friday Night Lights is
Remember
number
the
1.
Titans.
Remember the Titans.
Oh, you're doing
Invincible.
a top
I don't know
tier
about
just.
I don't know about order, but I know Friday Night Lights
Friday
is
Night
1.
Lights.
Any Given Sunday is good.
Oh.
As long as you don't mind seeing a penis.
When we haven't.
Friday Night Lights, Any Given Sunday.
Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans. Invincible. Replacements.
Varsity Blues. But are we counting that as like an actual like?
Yeah, that's a football
Yeah, that's
movie.
that definitely.
Varsity Blues.
Blindside.
Yes, I don't know if I put it in the top 10 though.
Ooh,
there's a lot of extra stuff besides
Replacements?
football now.
You say Replacements?
Write it down. Or just write it on the back of that. It said Friday Night Lights.
Hang on. Gotta do a little rearranging.
No, you done fucked it all. Okay. Friday Night Lights.
Yep.
Any Given Sunday.
Yep.
Invincible.
Is Invincible, was that the Eagles?
That's the Mark Wahlberg Eagles.
He was the kick returner, right?
He's the one that like walked on as like a 35-year-old.
Yeah. Replacements.
Replacements and Remember the Titans. Varsity Blues.
Were you even gonna put that in your top? Well, just
well, now I gotta remember them all. What other? I don't know if football's a big part of radio, but I don't know if it is considered
classify. I would think you could.
You could, and I love that movie, but I put that one to the side. Because radio could definitely get put in there, and you put Blindside on the side.
Really? You're not putting Blindside in the actual?
Well, now I'm gotta name all the ones I know. I watch a lot of fucking football movies.
Real talk. Radio. I cried my eyes out the first time I watched.
Oh my god.
I
cried.
I was talking. I'm like, my parents went.
I can name like
we went to a movie gallery, rented it, and like when it got to like him being bullied, like
when they tape him up in the shed. Oh my god!
When they tape him up in the shed, like destroy his radio.
Yeah.
Like I left I left. Like I had to watch it like another year or two later when I could like sit there and like understand like all right, it's a movie, but holy fucking shit.
Yeah. No.
That movie got me.
Mm-hmm.
Any Given Invincible, Replacement, Remember, Varsity, Radio, Blindside. Red 8. We ain't got the 10.
I know there's one.
See, I'm never good at.
We Are Marshall.
Names. Oh, yeah.
That's definitely up there. I know there's more.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely more, but I would say you definitely give this list to any like football person, and they would have seen every one of these.
Yeah.
Any Given Sunday, that's the only one I'm a little.
That's the one with Al Pacino's the coach and Jamie Foxx.
Oh,
they don't show it a lot because there's a lot of cursing, a lot of nudity.
Yeah, but Al Pacino, he literally has like
one of the greatest speeches,
quotes ever, and like literally played at every high school pep talk ever.
Yeah,
yeah. Replacements is a weird, funny one. I always like that with Keanu Reeves.
What's the?
Wow, I can't believe we can't name more.
There's that one they kept showing. It's the one they would always show. It was like made by that Christian movie company, but it is that guy where the coach was like, "You can believe in Jesus," and like the guy bear crawled all the way across the field because he blindfolded him so he couldn't stop when he.
Oh my god, what was that movie? Was that?
I don't know, but they showed it to us it came out when we were in high school and they showed it to us a million times.
Was that like an inner city team thing?
No.
No.
Gridiron Gang.
Gridiron Gang.
Yep. The Christian football movie got us the Gridiron Gang. Speaking of that, what's the one with Adam Sandler? Longest Yard.
Oh, Longest Yard, Waterboy. Went off of the went from kind of more like realistic to to the outrageous. Was the Gridiron Gang? Did that have?
They had The Rock.
That had The Rock. Okay, as like the head coach and all. Mm-hmm. What movie was it where he told him he blindfolded him and made him bear crawl the 100 yards?
I don't know. It was that Christian movie company. I don't remember the name.
It was a good movie. I mean, it was.
Yeah.
I can see because it was the whole thing about
the
brotherhood.
Something.
The Toughest 11, was it?
No. I don't know. We have to Google that, but
interesting. But we made it up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got to 12.
Yeah. I know I can name more because there was that one about the high school that had the undefeated streak. We had to go see it as a team our freshman year at BSC.
Oh yeah,
there was that
was a
one.
Weird movie. I didn't like that.
No, it was weird.
What was it? It was a losing streak that they had to win, or was it a
no?
winning
They
streak?
had such a long winning streak, and the coach. It was another one of those like super heavy Christian ones. Like the coach was like, "Yes, we have a winning streak, but we're more about like
this is for God and family."
And like raising men and stuff.
It's like you got a winning streak this long. It's about more.
Yeah.
Sorry, but it's definitely you definitely get about more than at that point.
But no. But yeah, I'd put Scott Pilgrim in my top 10 movies. I'm not saying it's like up there. It's probably like it's probably 9 or 10.
I get that. But man, I mean that's the thing about like rank your top 10. It's like there's so many movies.
It's way easier when you make it categories, but yeah.
Yeah, depending on like my mood, like my top 10 would change daily or weekly. I mean,
it's also like Dark Knight used to heavily be in my
Dark
favorite.
Knight. Yeah, Dark Knight was up there. Now it's like, oh, cool.
I've seen it so many times. It's probably not my favorite anymore.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah. Did you watch it with us?
Probably
Hopefully
not.
You should have. You probably have already seen it if you watching all the way.
Yeah, unlike me.
Through 6 episodes of Scott Pilgrim and then a special episode. What happened to Michael Cera? He hadn't been in shit recently.
You said he did.
Did he get canceled?
I don't know.
It wouldn't surprise me.
But I figure if he'd gotten canceled, that would have been a big deal. Like, we would remember that.
I don't know. Dave Franco got canceled and just kind of disappeared.
Really?
Yeah. The guy that used to run around with Seth Rogen all the time?
Yeah.
And Jonah Hill?
He canceled the one that did the interview?
Yeah, that guy.
Holy shit.
The guy that was in Pineapple Express with him?
Yeah.
Apparently some grooming type shit. Young girls.
That'll get you kicked out.
The sad part is I also canceled his younger brother's career.
Oh yeah.
I don't think his brother was part of it, but like he got roles because his brother was.
Because you're literally the name, yeah. He was a weird character though.
Who? The brother?
No.
Oh.
Franco.
He was fucking funny though.
He was fucking hilarious.
Apparently, not such a great guy, but yeah. At least we still have Jonah Hill.
Dude, talking about a bounce back career, like I don't know if it'd call it a bounce back career, but like when I remember seeing Jonah Hill like in his first few movies, it's like, oh, he's the fat comic relief. He's just there he's just there for some funniness. And then he he did the gun smuggling movie with the guy from the new Top Gun.
Yeah. You've never seen
Wolf of Wall Street, huh?
That's what you know Miles Teller from?
What?
Miles Teller had a hot streak.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
The first movie that came to mind was Top Gun, just because it was most recent.
Oh, okay. I'll say he has an amazing movie called Whiplash. It's about him. He's like a drummer trying to go to like music school.
I've seen pieces of it, but I've never actually watched.
J.K. Simmons is his music teacher and is a complete fucking asshole.
Dude, I've seen the clips of him. Like, are you
get on my
leading
tone
or dragging? Yeah. And he's like, well, I don't know. It's like, do you even understand what the fuck I'm asking you?
Yeah.
He goes, well, I'm leading. Well, apparently understand and you know what I'm fucking asking you. But I need to watch. I do, like, every time I've seen those clips, I'm like, I need to watch that.
And my favorite scene in that one was he was yelling at a kid. He was like Jensen, are you off tone? And he's like, I don't know. He's like, get out. And then he gets out and he waits 5 seconds. He's like, actually, Roberts, it was you off tone, but the fact that he didn't know if he was means he had to fucking leave. So fix your shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. But yeah, definitely, my movies would, like, definitely, depending on the day, the week, like, the movie list would definitely change. It's a floating scale to me.
Yeah.
I'm sure I could I'm sure if I could sit down and gave it some time, I could make a top 5 that would stick as probably a good, hard top 5.
Yeah.
But past that, I think I'd probably be out.
Yeah, fond memories of Scott Pilgrim.
Well, good. I mean, that's probably like for me. It's the first time I watched it. I had just got to see it with you and got to tie it into the show. And
you got up to like get more spaghetti during one of my favorite lines. And as Wallace told him, he's like, "You got to kick it up a level. You got to use the L word." And he goes,
it was
He goes, lesbian? He's like, no, the other L word.
Lesbians.
Yeah.
No, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I've always loved the clip. I finally put the clip into a movie where it's like when you're trying to run from your problems and, God, I always forget the roommate's name. Wallace has the door open. Knives is asking where Scott is.
Oh,
He opens it.
It was a gift for a long time.
Opens it to Scott and he goes, he's not here. And then he dives out the window. It's like, fucking love it. Like I've always loved that clip.
And he goes back and grabs his coat.
Yeah.
No.
It's like every time Wallace was trying to cover, like every time Wallace was trying to cover you, you went for the open.
No, it was little stupid lines like, "Hey, what's the web address for Amazon.ca?"
Amazon.ca.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Are you waiting for a package you just ordered?"
Yes.
He's like, "Yeah."
Did she answer like? No, she wasn't there.
Like,
yeah. It was next. Oh wow.
No, it's a good time. I'm so happy I bought the full like hardcover color.
That's gonna have to happen. It'll definitely
and
go
only
up
$25 a piece. That's amazing.
It'll definitely go up on the list, up on the boards. Especially since it's not being like super expensive.
Yeah. Now you've got the problem with that and sagas. Like, I've read them all, and do I really want to spend the money on something I've already read?
Like I was holding Saga in my hand today, number 2, and of course my brain's just like, oh, you don't have number 1.
Yeah.
So I bought Curse of the White Knight.
Yeah.
Like I found it on the shelf. I was like, oh, Curse of the White Knight. And I'm like, oh, this is number 2. Oh, fuck it. It's the first time I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, I haven't seen it anywhere. And so it's just like, I'm going to have to make myself, like, just put it on the list. And anytime I buy something, just like go in the cart. Just build the repertoire. Because we're starting to build a pretty good little collection between the two of us.
Yeah.
I mean, nowhere near the real folks, but
yeah. And,
we're playing the catch-up game here, folks.
When you get to the quiz, it's not pretty this week or this month.
It's damn well amazing, folks. I'll give you a teaser.
Well, yeah. No, wait. They've already seen the quiz because the quiz was on Scott Pilgrim.
Just watched it.
They just watched it this week. Yeah, fuck that quiz.
Roll Tide, folks.
Shut the fuck.
It's just nice to rub it in some days.
But yeah, thanks for tuning in to the special episode. Hope you've enjoyed Scott Pilgrim at least as much as I have.
I've enjoyed the hell out of it. I'm really glad we did finish it.
Yeah. Again, don't know what the next continuous is going to be. But we'll figure it out. So
we'll find something for y'all.
Next week is Phenomena.
Go have fun with that one, folks.
Oof,
a lot of emotions came out in that one for.
Oh yeah. We filmed that one and this the day we found out about
Jason David Frank.
Jason David Frank. Jason David Frank.
Yeah.
Tommy Oliver of Green Ranger of the Power Rangers.
R.I.P.
Didn't know how much that one hit me until I had to sit there and talk about it. So yeah. Also, I think this is right before Christmas. So.
Yep. 3 days for it.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Big Jolly Man comes down this.
I don't know if Hanukkah's still going on. I think Kwanzaa is close. Enjoy all your holidays.
It's all in December somewhere.
Yeah. So, happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
And
if you don't celebrate anything, happy December. Happy time off work.
Yeah.
So
enjoy everybody's off days.
Yeah. Shout out to the Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah. But we're gonna go before I offend somebody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.